All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our artificial intelligence course, and we're still doing our natural language module. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, it's still no Cody run, so it's going to be light reading again. It should be definitely tomorrow. If not, then it is what it is. But let's pick up what we left off with the reading. So for conditional probability, the probability of light, given that it's a positive, well, that's going to be the number of samples with light in it divided by the total number of positive samples. That's this example here. The probability of light, given that it's positive, equal the number of positive samples with light divided by the number of positive samples. So let's take a look at an actual example to see how we could try and calculate these values. Now, I was going to use my own review example, but it was way too long for what we are going to do, so I'll explain when we get there. For now, we will imagine that our review says my wife loved it to follow along with the instructor. Here we have some sample data based on the review we're looking along with, or we're following along with. The way to interpret the sample data is that based on the sample data, 49% of the reviews are positive and 51% of the reviews are negative. And in our second table, we have some conditional probabilities. We have if the review is positive, then there's a 30% chance that the word "ma" appears in it. Let me show you the tables real quick. So this is the probability of possible, 49% negative, 51%. This is our other table with the possible and negative. The word "my" is in it is a 30% chance that is positive, 20% negative, and so on and so forth. So yeah, where were we at? And if we have the review is positive, then there's a 30% chance, like I just explained, we do that. And based on our training data, among the positive reviews, 1% of them contain the word wife, and among the negative reviews, 2% contain the word wife. So using this data, let's try and calculate the value of the review sentence that we're following along with, the value that we're interested in. To do that, we need to multiply all of these values together, the probability of positive, and then all of the positive conditional probabilities. Let me show you that really quickly. So we're going to multiply this number by all of these numbers, this possible probability by all of these possible probabilities here. And we're going to do the same thing for negative. This possible negative probability with all of these possible negative probabilities here. All right, to the probability of positive and then all of the positive conditional probabilities. And when we do that, we get some value. This is our positive value after we do the multiplication, positive 0.000141112. And we can do the same thing for the negative case. We will get some other value for that as well. Negative is 0.00006,528. Those are the numbers here again, positive, negative. Now these values don't sum to one. They're not a probability distribution yet, but we can normalize them and get some values. So after they get normalized, these are the new values we get. We got a positive probability of 68% and a negative probability of 32%. We're rounding. So yeah, this gets rounded to 68%. This gets rounded to 32%. And that tells us that we're going to predict that my wife loved it. We think that there's a 68% chance that that is a positive sentiment review and a 32% chance that it's a negative review. And that's as far as I went. We did take a lot more notes. Like I said, I'm trying to take as much notes as I can while still understanding everything along the way. The code should be coming up pretty soon. I don't know, but if not, then there's nothing I can do about that, but keep moving forward. But I will keep you guys posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.